What is going on, guys? So today we're back with another Pokemon Masters video, and today we're actually going to be going over some more Sync Grid stuff, and we're going to kind of take a look at Hau and Raichu's Sync Grid. So let's roll the intro so we can get into this. So as usual, we are going to be utilizing this handy dandy little tool, and I mean, since the Sync Grid isn't out as of this recording, it should be out by the time this video comes out, I'm pretty sure though. But either way, let's go ahead and get into it. As usual, we're going to kind of focus on the yellow and the red tiles, and we're going to kind of focus on quadrants as a whole rather than going through literally every single tile here. So let's actually start in the top left-hand quadrant. We do have an X special attack, MP refresh 3. Come on, let me, there we go. We get that little box at the bottom so I can read this stuff. So we get that. We also have a Last Dash 6, which once per battle radically raises the user's speed when in a pinch. And then we do have Inertia, which the higher the user speed, the more it powers up sync moves, which is actually kind of cool. So we do have our sync move increase right there beside it. Then in this top right hand quadrant, we do actually have a ton of Thundershock powers. So we have a bunch of different ones of those. Then we do have Thundershock ramming speed, which the more the user speed has been raised, the more it powers up moves. So that's actually kind of cool. The more speed we get, the more Thundershock is going to be powered up. Then we do have Move Gauge Refresh 2 and Move Gauge Refresh 2 as well on Thundershock. So plenty of bar regenerational chance right there, which is kind of good. Next, moving into the bottom left-hand quadrant, we do have Feel the Alolan Breeze MP Refresh 3. We do have a Speedy Entry, which of course is going to raise the user speed when the user enters, or the Pokemon enters battle. We do have a Stamina Reserves, which once per battle increases the user's move gauge by 6 when in a pinch. That's actually pretty freaking amazing. And then Agile Entry, which is sharply raises the user's evasiveness when the Pokemon enters a battle, which is really, really good. Of course, we do have our Sync Move Boost there. And then this last quadrant is all about the Discharge. So you can see we've got tons of Discharge power there. Plus, we do have a Move Gauge Refresh 3, which is actually really, really cool. So other than all of those tiles, we basically just have a bunch of stat increases. So with all the stat increases, you can kind of build this boy out really, really strong. But if I had to come up with like a build for Alolan Raichu, I mean, Discharge is kind of what everybody uses Alolan Raichu for, that's at least what I use him for. So I would assume that that's what a lot of people are going for here. Maybe you want to go for that type of build. The speed may or may not be necessary right here. We'll see how we do in terms of our energy. Just with that right there, we only have 28 energy remaining. Actually, I feel like the speeds at that point would actually be kind of where we want to go. All of our special attacks are really far away. So let's just try to get a few of the more interesting things. Maybe something like that. That actually powers up a ton of our stats, plus it increases discharge like crazy. I mean, I guess we could probably go for some more HP right there and some more HP right there. Let's just get a bunch of HP. Well, I think that speed is going to be really important, but maybe you want to go for more of the special attack. You could, you know, kind of back out, maybe get that one special attack and then go for that one there. Maybe you want to go that route. Just really depends on which way you want to take it. I personally feel like this would probably be a little bit easier for me personally to go with, but that would actually boost up Discharge a ton, plus it gives you the Move Gauge Refresh for it, plus it lets you just have a ton of speed. There's a ton of speed in the Sync Grid already, so that's one way to go about it. If you wanted to maybe throw out Thundershock spam, I could kind of see that as being a thing as well. You know, all of these tiles up here then make a lot of sense for you to get. All of that stuff is really, really good. And then after that, it really becomes like, what else do you want to put on Raichu? I mean, you really want to go for the special attacks, the speeds, you know, something like that. You can kind of stick it similar to there. If you really wanted to go for the passives, I could see that also being pretty good. Inertia is pretty freaking good based on how much speed we're already going to have. Last Dash, I actually kind of like that. Not nearly as much as I like Stamina Reserves, though. I think that is probably one of my favorite ones. So maybe that's the one that I would prioritize if I was going for the passives here. Something like that to get to it. And then I would just kind of fill in the rest with my discharges there. Maybe something like that. Yeah, I think that would actually be kind of cool, because that actually gives us a way. Not only we're going to have first aid, which is going to help us with some HP, but we're also then going to have a way to get just a ton of bar back to just keep pounding on the discharges. I like it. I actually think that's pretty cool. But what do you guys think of Alolan Raichu's Sync Grid here? Do you think that it's viable? Do you think that it kind of places it at a higher level of play than what it is without it? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what your guys' thoughts are. But really quickly, we are going to head back to the game so we can do a quick sync pair scout. So as per usual with every single video, we are going to go ahead and do a quick sync pair scout. Now, I don't necessarily have like, I'm not touching this banner, but I don't really like, I need dupes of red at this point, but I also don't want to spend a ton of gems. I want to try to take advantage of some sync pair, the daily stuff. So if you want to follow along, on the count of 3, we're going to go in 1, 2, 3. Plus, if I got an Elisa and Rotom, again, if I got a dupe of them, I would not be upset at all. So let's see, we do have a 4-star antenna. What kind of doors do we get? Do we get cool doors? Please, please. Give us, it's just 4-star doors. That's all good. We got a Nolan. Nolan's my boy. He's got a bug type. Of course he's my boy. So that is actually going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for watching. As always, remember, if you guys want to join the Discord, it is actually linked down in the description below. Also down there are links to YouTube memberships and Patreon, if that's your thing. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and head out, but I will catch you guys in the next video.